Lamar Jackson will keep it, sweeps to the left, and he will strut in for the touchdown. Howard up the middle, fire, into the touchdown. All kinds of time moving, and he's going to be dropped. He's sacked. Touchdown, touchdown, Hunter Renfrow. Allen throws, caught, Noah Fant, and he's going to break away. Touchdown. Watson throwing. He hits Hopkins. Touchdown, Texans. Damian Williams is gone with a 91-yard rushing touchdown. Touchdown, Miami. The first win of the Brian Flores era in Miami. Ball is gone. Into the end zone. Jacob Hollister. Seahawks win. Give it to McCaffrey at right guard. There he goes, right up the middle. Good night.
And then there was one remaining unbeaten team. That might not be a good thing for the 49ers, by the way. We'll tell you more about that later. Hope you had a great weekend. Welcome to a Monday edition of NFL Now on NFL Network from our newsroom in Los Angeles. I'm Andrew Siciliano. Coming up, we have key injury updates from both Indianapolis on Jacoby Brissett and from Charlotte on Cam Newton. Are the Browns at a breaking point after falling to 2-6? And we are live from the Meadowlands ahead of Monday Night Football, the Cowboys and the Giants. But we begin, what do you think, with the game last night, the game in Baltimore, the game featuring Bill Belichick and featuring Lamar Jackson. You may or may not know by now the Patriots were 21-0 against first and second year quarterbacks since 2014. But this is not your average first or second year quarterback. Opening drive, the 8th clock, they march down the field, they punch it in on the 3-yard touchdown, they keep it away from Tom Brady, and they have a 3-0 lead. Bill Belichick, if there was any doubt that he's the defensive coordinator, he constantly went to the bench to talk to that defense to try to figure out a way to stop Lamar Jackson. Pick it up 17-13 early third quarter. This is kind of sort of the play of the game. Julian Edelman gets out of one tackle, then gives up the football. On the ground, Marlon Humphrey picks it up, and for the second consecutive game, Marlon Humphrey has a defensive touchdown. It goes 70 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens lead 24-13. You kept waiting for Tom Brady to make a run. You assumed the Patriots would make this game interesting. You assumed it would be a one-possession game. At the end, it would not be. Brady with basically the pick punt here on third down, chucked it up deep. Earl Thomas took it down, took it back 24 yards. He gets his second pick as a Raven. They were going to give it up anyway, so Brady just threw it deep. And then Lamar Jackson on the ensuing drive with a 1-yard touchdown. He threw for 163. He ran for 62. He had 3 total touchdowns. That is a statement win, everybody, 37-20.
I'm trying to win versus anybody I play. I don't really dwell on one player or, it's just this guy I want to beat. Like I said before, that's still the GOAT. Don't nothing change that. I'm happy to get the win, of course, especially at M&T Bank Stadium. So it's pretty cool, but I don't really care because it's to get Tom Brady. I just want to win.
What is going through your mind? Losses always find a way to recalibrate, how you see yourself. And, we obviously have a lot of work to do. So just wasn't obviously good enough. Get beat by 17 points. And that's not what we're all about. So I give the Ravens credit. I think they played really well, took advantage of their opportunities, and that's what it takes.
How about this? Pretty cool. Wink Martindale showing some old man swag. Pulled out the chain last night, posed with the defense. His defense did a job. Thought it was also a pretty cool moment after the game. Respect from the 2 quarterbacks on the field. Mike Giardi was at the game. Brian Baldinger always here on Monday. Love having both of you guys. Giardi, we said statement game before. What kind of statement?
Well, I'll tell you right here, and I got it in the trusty book. You talked about being a one-possession game late. That's what you're kind of figuring on. Well, look what the Ravens did on those final 2 offensive drives. 14 plays, 81 yards, 8:09 time of possession, touchdown, get it back, 14, 68, 9:35, and another touchdown to ice the game. That, my friends, is a statement. Our power is better than your boogeyman defense. We're going to run it down your throat. We're going to dare you to stop us. You couldn't do it. There was a brief period in the second quarter where the Ravens sort of lost their way offensively. There were 2 punts, and the Mark Ingram fumble was sandwiched in between there. But otherwise, they did what they wanted offensively. And when you consider the pace that the Patriots defense had been on, yeah, I think that's a statement. And talking to Willie Snead afterwards, he said definitely. Earl Thomas said definitely. And the one guy I thought was interesting, Marlon Humphrey, said, no, because we all know how good we are in here. We don't care what you all say. So, yes, he heard it too. Statement by the Ravens that they're for real and they're going to be someone to contend with here in the AFC.
You mentioned the boogeyman, the linebackers. 3 days after Halloween, somebody found a way to crack the boogeymen there and shun them and finally beat this defense. How about these numbers here from Lamar Jackson? We've gone over this time and time again through the first 8 weeks, what the Patriots have done to the other team's quarterbacks. Those other team's quarterbacks are on the right. There's Lamar Jackson last night. He is unlike any other quarterback, Brian Baldinger. He kind of made him look silly at times. I tweeted during the game that Lamar Jackson makes me laugh. I laugh out loud because you see talented athletes at the top of their sport flailing when they're chasing him.
It's true, and I think what you realize after last night's win, Andrew, is that there isn't a defense or a scheme, no matter how hard Bill Belichick tries on the sideline, to contain Lamar Jackson. They try. Look at this play right here. This is the opening drive of the game. It's a fly sweep to Hollywood Brown. It's actually a pass. But look, even with Lamar doesn't have the ball as a decoy, all the eyes are on him. The defense and the focus was trying to stop Lamar Jackson, and they couldn't do it. Even on the opening touchdown of the game by Lamar Jackson, it's just basic option football. I mean, I'm sure Bill Belichick got on the grease board and drew this up, but Jamie Collins is supposed to contain this on the outside. Lamar Jackson strike up the band. He's got the drum march into the end zone. Ravens up 7-0 on the opening drive. And on 4th and 4, when the Patriots got back in the game, they ran a switch route here against the Patriots, against man coverage. They put the ball in Lamar Jackson's hands. On 4th and 4, Willie Snead pops open, and he throws a dart for 7 yards and a first down, and they play some more keep away. And I put this play in here at the end here because this just goes to show you that even though the Ravens know what's coming and they're prepared to stop it with 3 men on the outside, Simon, Hightower, Brooks, Lamar Jackson has a mind of his own, and he has his own vision of where he wants to go. And there's really no defense for that. He would score in the next play, the final score of the game. And I think that's probably what frustrated the Ravens, is that they had a game plan. They had an idea about what to do. They still couldn't stop Lamar Jackson. And I just showed you 4 plays, Andrew. As you saw last night, I could have put 10, 12, 15 plays up there, just showing his brilliance and just how talented he is.
Yeah, he hit Boyle, he hit Hurst, he hit Andrews, he hit all 3 of his tight ends. And I know that a lot of people had figured that maybe the pass catchers there would turn on Lamar Jackson eventually. This offense would be predictable. Nobody could stop it. And they have all bought in, Giardi. That was evident once again last night. They love the guy, and it works.
Yeah, they absolutely love him. Mark Ingram after the game said he's the dude, and he said there's no competition that he backs down from, that he wants to be in these moments and play in these kind of games and lead this team, and they are totally behind him. And I thought what was interesting, what Baldy brought up there, just to zig a little bit, is the eyes on Jackson. And Ingram said, it makes my job easier. Some of these runs, some of the gaps that are opened up are because guys are peeking. They're looking to see where he is and where he's going with the football. And the next thing you know, I'm scooting by him because their eyes are lost. And he does such a great job. Even Brady brought it up in the interview today. Does such a great job of hiding the ball on some of these fakes. He's a unique challenge for everyone. Patriots said all week long they were having a hard time duplicating it. I think you saw exactly that in the game on Sunday.
Ravens get the Bengals next. The Patriots get a week off, and then they get the Eagles. Plenty more in this game coming up. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Baldy. In the meantime, let's get some other news, some other